Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins. I'm going to be your trainer. Today's workout is for October 1st. It's the start of a new week, which means we're at the start of a new series. So stand up and let's get started with two warm-up moves. The first is a march in place with an arm swing. And I want to make it a purposeful arm swing. Like with everything else, you want to engage your shoulders and really focus on the precision of moving forward and back so that your chest opens up, your back opens up, your back is straight, of course, you're standing up real tall, lifting your rib cage with your breath, bringing your knees up, alternating your knees, obviously, as you warm up the glute muscles, warm up your thighs, and just get some blood flowing to the entire body. Get your mind in the right place. It's a new week, a new opportunity to make things happen for your body, so make it work. All right, a couple more seconds on this march and we will move on to the second warm-up move, which I call a windmill. So keep going with the march, another 2 seconds, and now plant your feet double shoulder width apart for me. Stand really tall still and stretch your arms up over your head, clasping your fingers up at the top. Now slowly bend over and down to the right, making a big circle until your hands reach the floor, and then turn back up to the left. And keep going for another full rotation. Big windmill. Opening up the back a little bit more, really stretching out that back. And getting a little bit of a stretch in the hamstrings. Now switch directions, down to the left, up to the right. Very good, very good. Okay, make sure you're breathing. We're going to do an easy workout today. So the whole week we're going to focus on the versions of these 6 moves. The first, go ahead and plant your feet. You're going to actually plant your feet next to each other, but make sure that the crook of your left foot, right, is sort of placed on the inside of your right foot. So it's not quite heel to toe, but your right foot is forward, a little bit farther forward. Your left foot, the ball of your left foot is in the arch, kind of nestled up against the arch of your right foot. Now extend your arms straight out to the sides and turn your head left to right. This is a first sort of level of the lighthouse move, which we have done in these series before. A couple weeks back we actually used this type of balance move. And the reason that it's effective is because your equilibrium is knocked off balance by the head turning. And with your staggered feet, you have to grip the legs, grip the floor a little bit stronger. All right, let's do it for 3 more seconds. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and switch directions, or switch feet rather, so that you have to do this with the left foot forward as well. But for today, this is enough. Okay, now we're gonna do a modified forward lunge. So I want you to take a big step out with your right foot. Keep both feet completely straight. Don't let your toes turn out, or your ankles turn in, if you will. All right, now bend both knees almost to 90 degrees, and then lift back up and bend back down. Lift back up, bend back down. 2 more times, up and down and up. Now switch legs. Left foot forward, right foot back. Again, make sure that your toes don't turn out. Keep your back straight. Don't lean forward, collapsing at your abdomen. You really want to keep your abs engaged and keep your back straight. As you lower your body down, squeeze, lift back up. Really, lunges it's a modified forward lunge. Lunges are so incredibly helpful for the stretching out and strength building of your quads, your thighs, that is your quad, your hips, your glutes, the hamstrings, and of course the back. So we're going to be doing some lunges all week. Okay, now you're going to take a lateral step out to the right. Bend your left knee just slightly. Now bring the right leg back in. Take a step out with the left leg. Bend your right knee. Sit down just a little. And then back to start. This is a lateral step. It's a simple step. A little bit of a squat built in there because we're going to make it harder as the week progresses. But lateral movement is another one of those sort of areas where you don't really get a lot of action in regular life. But if you don't have development in your the lateral muscles, the muscles that reside in the side of your legs, that turn your hip in and out and allow your body to rotate and those kinds of things, you will suffer injuries and just have aches and pains that you don't need. Okay, now you're gonna get down on the floor on your hands and knees. We're gonna do some donkey kicks. And then with the flexed foot, kick your foot out and up, back in, out and up, back in, out and up. There's a plane overhead in my apartment in New York City. Wow, that's fantastic. My home studio in New York just got a little bit of an audio interference here with a giant jet, it sounded like, going over my apartment building. Okay, let's switch sides. Do this with the left leg. Donkey kicks, bring the knee in, flex the foot, kick it out and up like you're a donkey kicking someone behind you. All right, bring the knee in, kick out, big inhale, big exhale. Now you're stabilizing your weight, obviously, with your shoulders. You're getting a little bit of a shoulder workout here. And you are using your glutes and your butt, your glutes and your hamstrings and your thighs to kick out that power that you need in your hip muscles to kick all the way out. Okay, now let's lower our bodies down to our forearms and start inching your knees back into the formation of a modified plank. So if you're strong enough and you're sort of just using this workout as like an energizer, you want to go ahead and do a plank. The 30 seconds starts right now, so go ahead and do that. If you're not comfortable in a plank mode for 30 seconds up on your toes, stay on your knees. That's a modified plank, and it's totally regulation. It just doesn't engage the abdominal cavity quite as much, and therefore is a little less difficult. So that's why we start with the easiest moves at the beginning of the week, and we make them harder as the week progresses, so that you get a sense for all the different levels of these moves. You understand the variations, and then you can build your own routines around the things that you learn, or just, kick it up a notch whenever you feel like it, or down a notch when you don't feel like it, whatever it is that you are sort of dealing with in your life. Now, last move is a basic crunch. So turn your body over, plant your feet on the floor, shoulder width apart, put your hands behind your head, take a deep breath in, lift your head, your shoulders, and your rib cage, and lower back down. Exhale, lift up, and back down. Wonderful. Wonderful. Finishing up with just a quick crunch. Really, really make sure that that front abdominal muscle is ready for the second set, essentially. All right, so stand back on up. Let's do this again. One more time here. Lighthouse 1, level 1. So let's switch the feet now. So plant your left foot slightly ahead of your right so that the ball of your right foot is nestled in the arch of your left foot. Stick your arms out and turn your head left to right. Just focus on having one tree trunk of a lower body connecting with your floor, whether it's the ground outside, you're outside, or you've just rolled out of bed and you're standing next to your bed on your rug, or on a tile floor in your living room, whatever you're doing. Just focus on that grip that you've got of your surface, drawing energy up from the ground and really stabilizing your core through that energy you're feeling through your feet, and then turning your head left to right to knock the equilibrium off. All right, that's great. Let's do those lunges again. So take a big step out with your right leg, bend both knees, and stand up. Bend and stand up. You're not going back to start. You're staying in that sort of extended right foot forward position the entire time. One more. Now let's switch feet so that your left foot is forward. Big, big step out. Make sure that your toes don't turn out. Again, if your toes turn out, you're not using the right muscles. So you want to keep your feet straight in order to fully utilize the hip muscles and your glutes and your hamstrings. Won't happen once you start turning your toes out. Okay? You can also torque your knee, which will be problematic regardless. Just take your time, and a couple more. Awesome. Okay, now we're doing that lateral step again. So lateral step out to the right, bend your left knee, back in, lateral step out with the left foot, bend your right knee. Again, make sure that your toes stay straight. There are so few moves where you purposely want to turn your toes out, and I absolutely will promise to remind you when those moves are. For the most part, your feet need to be squared 24/7 in terms of using, like, fully and properly distributing your weight along the foot and up and down the front and back part of your legs. Okay, now we're going to be down on the floor again for the last 3 moves. Donkey kicks coming up. So get yourself down there, get your body ready. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Almost finished here. Another couple of minutes. Bring that right knee in and kick it out. Like I'm standing behind you and you're annoyed with me now because I keep telling you to keep your feet straight, so you want to kick me in the shin. Or maybe the thigh if you have a really good strong kick. Okay, good. Let's do the left side. Left knee in, kick out and back, foot's flexed, abs are tight, you're breathing. Very, very good. Couple more donkey kicks. This is going to become something really fun like a mountain climber later in the week. So be ready for some interesting work we're going to be doing in this prone position. All right, down for that modified plank again. So lower your body down to your forearms and either walk yourself out to your toes or stay on your knees, but just make sure that you walk your knees far enough back that you make like a, say, a 25-degree angle with the floor and your thigh, so that your the core is engaged, you know, that the core muscles contract isometrically. And that's the key to the plank. The thing is, with the plank, you know, you've got those layers of muscle. One layer that just sort of corsets the rib cage, and then you've got the obliques, the side abs, and the front abs, and the back abs. And as you isometrically contract all those muscles, you eliminate space between the layers, and among the layers rather, and that is what makes you look smaller and feel stronger and be stronger in terms of benefits from this position, the various positions that we can put you in terms of a plank, which you'll find out more about later in the week. Okay, turn over. Let's do that crunch one more time to finish up, and you'll be ready for your day. Hopefully you've got an exciting week, first week of October, saying goodbye to September and the third quarter of the year, which means we are very close to the holiday season. It's time to get ready for the holidays so that you are ringing in the new year feeling great. Hopefully you're doing your crunches now. Your hands are behind your head. Make sure you exhale as you lift up, lower back down. Make sure that you're looking straight up and squeezing your abs. Don't pull your head forward. Awesome. So that's the sequence we're going to be doing this week. Tomorrow will be slightly harder. By Friday, you're going to really be working hard. And I am Kim Watkins. I'm with InShape Fitness in New York City. Visit inshape-fitness.com if you have any questions about our programming or visiting with me in person. I can see you via Skype for online training, and it's very easy to do. So check it out on our website or give us a shout out on Facebook or Twitter. We're around, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.